Audio check 1 2 1 2. Audio check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Audio check 1 2 1 2. Audio check 1 2 1 2. Audio check 1 2 1 2. Okay, looks like we have audio. All right, so I think we're ready to go. Excuse me. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. You're tuned into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming, live on Twitch. And it's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, Bose 831 Gaming is live on Twitch. And tonight we're playing Farming Simulator 25. We're on the Riverbend Springs map, which is one of the 3 base game maps for Farming Simulator 25. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. But without much further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. Excuse me. First of all, between episodes, we have been a little bit busy this time between episodes. We've been doing some things off camera. We've still been working on the capital projects, the playground and the grain mill, supplying supplies to both projects. We're currently, as you can see, on day 2 in June, and the playground is now demanding 11,000 wood beam and 8,000 long planks. We have the long planks supplied. We need to supply the 11,000 wood beam to the to the playground. Now over on the Grain Elevator Museum project, let's pop over there real quick. For it, let's visit. As you can see visually, we've made some significant progress here, and the Grain Elevator Museum is currently demanding 3,000 wood beam and 3,000 planks. So that's a much more easier demand to satisfy right now. So we'll probably focus on getting the materials here first, and then work on getting the materials to the playground after we've supplied the grain elevator. But we'll try to. Our objective tonight is to get both of these supplied as much as possible to tonight before we move on. Off camera, we've also been very busy. We've harvested our grass field, and I actually have it now in its next growth cycle. We've harvested our barley field, field 2, and have it in its next available growth cycle. What else have we done? That's it. Yeah, we mulched because we already done the harvest. We need to roll field 2. Well, no, we don't need to roll field 2 yet until we are ready to plant our barley again. But so field 2 is just kind of in a holding pattern until we are ready to plant again. I'm still kind of in the dark on whether we should let our grass grow to its full second harvest state, or just harvest it at its first harvest state. Right now, I'm still just doing harvesting my grass when it hits its first harvest state. As I understand, the game has been patched now where you're supposed to have more materials produced from the grass if you wait till it's at its second harvest state. But I haven't had a chance to test that yet. So right now, I'm still playing it the way that I was before the fix has been patched in, and I might be missing out on greater yield on my grass harvest, but I'm cool with that for right now until I test it and figure out how much additional that provides and if it's even worth it. But I don't know if we'll end up doing that in this series. That's probably something we'll save for the future series that we do on the Alma map, which also received an update this week. So they're still doing some updates to that map based on game updates and game changes. The latest update, though, just added for the most part, added precision farming to that map. So that map is now precision farming ready as well. What else did we do here? I believe that's it. So where we're at right now, we're going to work starting off tonight. Excuse me, getting these projects satisfied and supplied. So again, and what was it? We said the grain elevator needed the following. I forgot just that quick. It needs wood beam and planks, 3 each. So we have our order. So we just want to load up on wood beam and planks right now, and those are going to the grain elevator. So we only need 3 and 3 for that. So let's work on those elements first, and then we'll figure the rest of it out after we get those loaded. So we only need 3 and 3, and we're going to prepare our order exactly to specifications. So let's see here. Because we're not really working on these projects right now and that's a weird grass clipping issue right there. But I don't know why. Sometimes the grass doesn't clip through platform like how it's doing now. I don't know why it's so prominent right at the moment. All right, but let's see. There's 2 blanks and again. Mine is all over the place tonight, so I'm just being very forgetful. Was it long planks or wood? Oh, it was wood beam. See, there I go. I was about to bring the wrong thing. So 3 wood beam. I don't even think we have 3 wood beam to do shit. We don't only have 2. So we'll have to make a stop along the way because I'm not gonna sit around waiting on the sawmill to produce one if it doesn't have one already up. I'll just go ahead and handle that. Let's see here. On the way over. That's 1. Uh-oh. I didn't even knock you out of place. That's 2. Just shipping. The shipment is going to be built to order, so we're going to deliver exactly what's being demanded right now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we'll come back through and work on the other portions. Let's go make that first delivery, and then we'll work our way around to other responsibilities that we may have on the farm. All right, lift the Lola. Well, loader. Bring it on around. Testing 1, 2. Okay, I don't know why the mic cut off by itself. I mean, just that just this headset sometimes I don't know what it just does what it wants to. Oftentimes I don't understand it. And it's not a charging issue because it's fully charged, because I charged before we went live tonight. I don't know what's going on. I think it just likes aggravating me. Alright, so we're going to stop over here to what is this place called? Alright, the little headset thing just got through my brain off even more than it was already off. The logistics warehouse here, and we're going to buy just a single wood beam pallet. Since we're not patient enough to wait on the sawmill to spit one out, we just grab one on the way over. Yeah, it sets us back a nice little 7 grand, but we'll make that back in no time. So our net cost won't be that much anyways, because we get paid for making the delivery as well. So up front it costs us $75.48, but it will that won't be the final cost to us. Alright, so now we have what we need to make delivery, so we'll go ahead and work on making delivery now. And let's see, now we'll set we can set the driver. Because I kind of like to make the AI do a little driving thing, because I still think that's one of the coolest tricks of the game, at least to me, considering how this stuff used to work in previous versions of the game. As in Farmer Simulator 22, doing what we're doing here now with the AI driving to the destination, that was so bad. But this is so much improved this year in 25. They finally got this, at least this part of the game, right. I mean, it's still very temperamental with certain implements, like harvesters that are carrying certain types of trailers, and obviously vehicles that have different types of articulation, grab steering and things like that, but still much improved. This alone right here is enough for me right here with this feature. Again, we've talked ad nauseum about the graphics, for people that say that graphically this game looks the same as 22, man, they're looking at things with Stevie Wonder vision. So, there's that. We don't really have that far to drive, so we're almost at the Grain Elevator Museum. There's just a couple of turns here, and we'll be right where we need to be. See the train coming through there, the horizon. It's kind of neat looking. All right, here we are. See, not too bad at all, huh? we'll just go ahead and make delivery with the supplies we have. We should be spot on. We're going to drive up and make delivery. And that seals everything now. And we got $25,722 paid for making delivery right there. So that offsets the $7,000 we spent already. All right, so now we'll head back over to the main farm, and we're going to focus exclusively on filling the order for the playground. And then we'll mess around with some other stuff. But first, we exclusively want to make sure we fill the order that the playground is demanding specifically. And then we'll work on other stuff. First, we'll satisfy that request. And then if we have leftover materials, we'll supply the side projects like the toy wagon manufacturer. And that's it. We didn't have time or opportunity to mess around with the wagon builder, and we won't be doing that on this series. But there is another third project production that we can utilize on the map, and that's the wagon builder. I just want to make sure we're super focused on getting supplies, the exact supplies that are needed for both projects to advance them as much as possible. So we'll probably be visiting the warehouse again here momentarily, but first and foremost, we just want to get back to the main farm, load up with what we have from the sawmill that satisfy the requirements of what the playground is demanding, and then we'll shop from the warehouse to fill in the gaps with what the sawmill has not produced as of yet. And that way, that'll keep us from having to play the waiting game, you know, with, while we're waiting on the sawmill to produce specific planks that are needed. We'll just do that all in the same, do same day deliveries based on that day's demand, and we'll supplement what the sawmill hasn't produced with buying items from the shop. All right, so we're back in business here. Let's go ahead and lower the low loader. And my old brain cell ain't what it used to be, so let's pop back over here and look at it again. So 11,000 wood beam, 7. Might as well say 8,000 long planks. But they got the long planks, so we just need 11,000 wood beam. Got more than enough long planks stored here, so that's not an issue. Just thanks. So make sure it's not picking up long planks from over here. No, okay, that's different. Okay. So we just need 11,000 wood beam. So with that in mind, we know what our request is. So we just need wood beam. These are all long planks. So it looks like we're gonna have to do everything from the shop if we're gonna fill that order. All right. Hello, audio. Audio check. Hello, hello, hello. What is this? Hello, hello, hello. Audio check. 1 2 1 2. Audio check. Just trying to aggravate me today. I don't know what the issue is. Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Hello, hello, hello. Audio, audio. And the mic's not working at all in game. Now I'm dead in the water there. Okay, I hear it now. All right, where was I, man? That before this universe decided to keep me sufficiently annoyed tonight. All right, 11,000 would be. All right, so here's what we need to do. We have a grand total of 1 at the sawmill that has produced now. So we'll grab that 1 and we'll be buying the other 10 from the shop. So let's grab the one. Strap that one down. And we'll be back for the rest of it. Low loader. I'm gonna head on back over to shop, pick up 10 more from there, and then we'll go make our delivery. Helps if you drive in the right direction where the shop is located. Again, our order is this time around it's going to be 10 more wood beam pallets. Come over here to the warehouse, pick those up once we place the order, and that's actually perfect because the max that you can order in any one individual order from the logistics warehouse is a pack of 10. So we'll just order that 10 pack, 5 pallets. This is back $75,480, and we'll make a lot of that back when we make delivery, if not all of it. Or all right, there's another one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are gonna have to do double stacks this time. And let's see. And last time we did this, the straps were acting very strange. I don't know if we'll still have that same behavior today, but we shall see. All right. All right. More. All right. Grab that one in there. There. Let's drop that one. And the final one. All right. All right. So that's all of them. And that should be our 11 wood beam. And so drive off and we'll lift low loader. And now our destination is the playground. So set the AI worker off on that travel. And let's see how well they do doing this one. And we're just going to ride along because given what happened last week with the weird things we had with the wood beams flying off the trailers and stuff, we'll make sure we have none of those shenanigans tonight. Look at that, man, that river looks good enough to go take a swim in it. Let's take a look at the animals and all of that while we're doing this. I don't think we just tended to them on the previous day, so they shouldn't need. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I don't understand what's happening right now, but my headset keeps cutting on and cutting off, and it's not because it doesn't have a charge. Very nonsensical. Hello, hello, hello. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't know if I got audio or not, man. This thing is crazy right now. And a little helper app that's supposed to work with the device is doing its own little thing too. Look at there, it says I got 100% battery power. When I go over to the mics section, microphone section, everything shows as normal, but every few seconds the mic keeps cutting off all randomly, shutting down automatically all randomly, and there's no rhyme or reason to why this is happening tonight. And this is why as an old schooler, you just kind of rely on wired technology because then you don't have to deal with this random BS like this. And this is random stuff here. And there's no logic to it at all. The headset is fully charged. The Bluetooth is connected. Um, so there's no reason for it to be shutting off or disconnecting at all. And we still got this weird stuff going on with the straps here. It's always something, man. Always something. All right, so we got audio again for however long that lasts to the mics, to the headset decides it wants to shut off again. So just bear with me, guys. Because I'm trying to bear with it myself. Wow. Just wow. That's really all I can say. It's wow. Boom. Crash counter +1. And I don't have any explanation as to why this is happening. None. Everything is fully charged. Connections are connecting. They're just disconnecting when they feel like it randomly. Yeah. And I often have headaches, but that just gave me a headache. I have an actual headache right now. And I was so distracted there, I didn't even follow up with what um, was the result of our delivery at the um, playground. So let's go back and look at it. I don't know what was made or lost. I honestly wasn't paying attention. But we dropped off our 10,000 wood beam. So, and we got enough long planks there already. So delivery satisfied. I'd have to roll the playback the video to see what we made. Well, actually, I could see. Let me see if I can see that from the financial screen. I think I don't know if it. I think that shows for the cumulative for the month. I don't. Let me see here. Yeah, that will give me the specific payout that I just did. It all fall under harvest income. Oh well. I mean, it's under. I don't know if that comes out of sold. That comes out of sold products. Yeah, it puts it all under sold products. It all just adds it all, lumps it all together. But we're in the green up to we're profiting for the month of making a profit of $209,728 so far. So less than last month, but that's in part because of we've been buying our pallets instead of letting the sawmill produce them. So now we have additional pallets that we can sell for profit, and that will help to turn the rest of these numbers around. So we'll go ahead and do that. I just want to do that as a separate transaction. As not to get mixed up with the stuff we just did for projects. Working the projects are the priorities, and then we come back and do the fun stuff. So now let's go ahead and do another set of deliveries, but these are all deliveries for just well, the only other project that's going on is the toy manufacturer, so we're just going to make deliveries to him. And that way we're still making money off the sawmill and everything in between. And you still want to make as much money as possible, obviously. We are operating a business here. Let's go ahead and get planks loaded up, and we'll deliver what we got. Long planks, excuse me. Long planks and planks, actually. Make a little extra change for the month, and then we'll be ready to move on. Spent way too much time tonight fiddling around trying to get the microphone working when it keeps cutting off. Alright, so we got that loaded up, and we'll go ahead and make this delivery. Keep forgetting to lift the trailer up when we're in transit mode. And that reminds me of one other thing that I need to take care of as we pass here by the cement factory. Let's stop handle that real quick. Every time we start the game up, we have to remember to come in here and turn on the conveyor belt for the cement factory, or it's not going to be operational, because that has to be switched on and off and on every time you start the game, because it shuts off when you log off out of the game. So we have to remember to come back in there and turn the belt back on. Keep that whole workflow going automatically. probably missed out on a lot of money there because I keep forgetting to do that. We have that production to set to sell everything it produces, so we don't have any projects downstream that can use any of those cement products. And this is another straight up drop there, not worrying about supplying anywhere else, so we can just drop and sell all. And that's another $19,595. So that's $763 bonus for environmental score reward, and that's something that's new as a part of precision farming. And I don't know the mechanics of how that's figured, but it's a bonus. But I know the higher your environmental score is for the sum total of your fields, the greater the bonuses you get. So I can, if I improve my environmental score on all of my fields and get as close to 100 or at 100 as possible, I get much larger bonuses when I sell any product on the map. And that's another kind of incentive to want to do the best you can to improve your fields so that they're more in compliance with precision farming and get the highest environmental scores in your fields possible. Because we started these fields before precision farming was installed, we're kind of at a disadvantage on that because we didn't start all the fields from scratch with precision farming being installed. So it's technically impossible right now for me to get a perfect score on any of my existing fields. And it would be possible with new fields, but it would be possible with existing fields. It wouldn't be possible with my existing fields that I'll be plowing. These fields are starting all over from scratch again. At least I believe, but I'm still not 100% on precision farming works exactly like it did in Farming Simulator 22. Alright, another trailer attached. But we're good. We're ready to move on to the next scenario. Taking a peek at the crop calendar because I gotta be mindful of when I can plant when I got stuff that's ready to harvest too. And the wheat's growing, sugar beets growing. What is our calendar looking like here? Because we got harvest because we're in June now, and barley we just did the barley harvest in July, which will be the next day. Sleep. We'll have barley up. Canola goes live in July. Oat will be ready to harvest in July. Peas, poplar, spinach, and And our wheat will be ready in July as well. Okay, so that's something that we need to make note of. Might do something on this next harvest that I have not done as well on this playthrough. We haven't used the MacDon harvester and did any swathing of any crops as well. Maybe we might be an opportunity to do that at least for one harvest. Swathing gives a 20% yield bonus to crops. I'm still not 100% on how that works, so we'll kind of walk through that here. So we're ready to move on to the next day. So let's roll on over to the farmhouse. Say hi to the grandpa, and then go take a little nap. See you on the next day. All right, so we got an achievement for something with wool. Not entirely sure what we did to get it, but we do have it nevertheless. All right, let's excuse me. We'll do a check at the sawmill here. Now we're doing on supplies. We're down to 76, so to feed the sawmill a few trees before we move on. So let's do that. Timber. All right, let's chop that up into sections. Make it a little bit more manageable. Buddy. But if I didn't have all the stuff in the way, I could drag the whole tree over to the sawmill and just have it consume the whole tree at one time. But we gotta chop it up a little bit to get. And the other part of that is I don't have machinery strong enough to do the heavy lifting. I do know a few tricks with the telehandler where I can use it to carry stuff that normally would be too heavy for it to carry. Right. Got that second piece, and we just need to drop off that last piece. And then we'll reassess to see where we're at on our building materials. All right. Last piece is a little tricky spot there. So that 7%, so still need to drop one more tree. Trusty chainsaw, and we gotta fell another tree, and then we'll be good to go. Some didn't want to do timber, so we'll just try to see if we can nest it right over to the sawmill without even doing all this other stuff. Look at there. It's like magic. I ain't gonna be able to do that too many times ever. Got that whole tree in one piece. 99%. So let's see what today's orders are. Okay, from the playground, we need it's saying would be still demanding 6,137 for long planks is demanding 2,139. So we still we had the long planks we need. We had the wood beam we need, so its playground is still constructing. Um, over on the grain elevator. There, the demand is for 242 wood beam, 244 plank, so it's still constructing as well. So they're not finished either. No new supplies there, so I don't really need to do anything with either one of them at this point. Just stay in a holding pattern on everything as far as the projects are concerned. All right, so let's go tend to our animals real quick, and then we'll circle back around to our harvest situation. Because if we look at our harvest map, growth, grass is ready to harvest again. If we're gonna do it on cycle 1, our wheat is in the final growth state, but it's not ready to harvest yet. But like we see, if we step over here to our grass fields, now I don't think we did any fertilizing this time around before grass cycled either. So Probably only got 50%. It says nitrogen is perfect, so we got the perfect nitrogen level pH value, which is just the lime is good, not perfect. We want that to be perfect. Let's see what our precision farming scores there are from amusement purposes. So if we go over to the new tab that's been added for precision farming, we can see our environmental scores at a glance. Field 2 is only showing 50 on the field 2, but that's because we just harvested that field. It will update shortly once we do something else with the field. And that score should improve. That's really horrific right now, though. And that's bringing our whole overall score down. Our grass fields are close perfect as we can get. We're pretty close to perfect. They're at 87. I'm taking some hits on my tillage score and my weed control score. Why, I don't know, because there's no weed with grass, but it is what it is. Yeah. And we got 57 on the wheat field and 57 on the sugar beet field. And obviously the perfect score being on the soil sampling piece. All right, what else we got here? That's pH, that's lime, nitrogen, and then expected yield. We won't see anything on these two fields yet because we haven't never harvested on these two fields, so that won't update or show until after we do at least one harvest on the field. All right. Ugh. So now my quandary is if I want to go ahead and harvest the grass now, like I talked about earlier, or wait until it reaches its next growth state and then harvest it then. Right now, real quick, we're gonna go get to our animals and then we'll circle back around to the grass situation. In the interest of time and speed, we'll use the newly acquired TARDIS trailer for all of our deliveries, so that way we don't have to worry about capacity issues. In this harvest cycle, we're going to do a little shopping, I think, just to make sure we maximize our profits. I forgot to put that lime pallet back in there. Didn't even see that. All right. And we're out of wheat, but we do have barley, so we'll grab a little barley for the chickens. It's more than enough. And tip side, we want to make sure the tip side is set to back. Drop feed off of the chickens. right, next up we have over grass. And grass is for our sheep. I go to our sheep. Yeah, we just want to make sure that we load enough so that we don't run out. And we want our tipping set to left, right. There we go. Grass. And we got everything so streamlined and smooth now. It's just a real quick process to hit and supply all our animals with what they need. Next up is straw. The only cow should need some. Pigs have a lifetime supply. Well, it's been a while since we checked on them, so we do want to check, but they have plenty of straw. That's unusual. There it is. Yeah, the trigger didn't want to pop up for whatever reason there momentarily. A little weird. All right. So we'll circle over to the pig pen as well. Let's see what its needs are. Go see the dump option. The triggers are weird, man. See there, you see it now. It wants to pop up now. I need to see. Let me go to the animal dialogue and do it that way. All right, pigsty. Yeah, they still got 194,000, 245 liters of straw, so they don't need any straw anytime soon. Okay, and next up, let's go ahead and grab some manure from both locations. From the silo. And whatever the cows are currently produce. And that's 14, 237. and then we'll just kind of maximize our profits. We'll kind of supplement that, the difference between the two. Because a mini biogas plant can hold, where we at, manure up to 75K. We got close to 15. So we could buy about another 50 to 60. So we'll buy about 50. 55. Close enough. And we'll drop that off to the biogas. Make a little profits off of that. And we haven't delivered slurry to the biogas plant in a little bit either, so we'll also do that as well. All right, so it's going to be solid fertilizer. Who's next? Pigs go through a lot of pig food. And if we were running a longer series, we would go through the process of setting up our own pig food production from the crops that we produce. We may end up doing that when we move over to the Alma map, because I think we're in a longer series over there. All right, we delivered our pig food. Don't need to buy any at the moment. And next up, we got 41,000 liters of total mixed ration. All right, and we'll deliver the TMR. And it's been some time since we've done delivery of liquid products, so I'm sure we got a ton of work to do there. That's everything on the solid side of things. So we can go ahead and park our trailer. All right, that's there. And we'll go grab our tanker. And let's shore up our liquid production. And we'll start with the funky stuff, so let's go grab our slurry. And the max the tanker can hold is 50, so our first delivery is just going to be 50. Or 50,000, I should say, with this shorthand speech there. I don't know why our trigger's not popping. Okay, why am I not seeing the trigger? What the what, man? Okay, this is weird. I don't know what the issue is here. Not getting the trigger to show at all. Okay. I'm flabbergasted. What the hell? Another bug. Can I sell this son of a gun here? Nope. That's not annoying at all. All right. That's right. The cell phone's here. It's just a baffling. I forget what's what now. This got me off. All right, so trigger shows here. So is there an issue with the mod? But I don't make any money off of that. So problem still persists. Cause I can sell that for 3,000, but that's not. I make more money off it from the biogas plant when that work is working. So I don't know. I don't know what that. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. And the trailer can take digesting. Okay, is there something I'm missing here? All right. Switch it off and switch it back on real quick to see if that resets it. This, for amusement purposes, so if we still had 5,000 left here, just grab that. No trigger. Never had this problem before. At least before the game update. No trigger appears anywhere. No option to unload. Nothing. That's crazy. Only other test I got is this. Let's try resetting the trailer. I'm gonna lose what I have in there. How many liters is that? I just buy it on the goddamn shop or whatever. This is another thing that's adding to my aggravation this evening. Wish I had the goddamn tractor too. And we'll come back through. I have no worries right now. I don't understand this issue at all. So what I'll do is I'll buy some slurry. And see if we can deliver it. No. Alright, so in troubleshooting mode now. So is it the biogas plant or the trailer? I don't think it's a trailer, but we have to look at the possibilities. So let me do this. Yeah. Yeah, I hate to have to waste time on stuff like this. That. Yeah. All right, let me lease this 550. Just where supposedly it does say. So let's run one more quick test and maybe this will tell us something, maybe it won't. You ever get the feeling you're experiencing deja vu? Or that you've traveled this route before? And we'll load up. Slurry. And this one. Up through the BJ. It's not. Some problems with the mod. And this didn't start happening until this last game update. So something the latest last game update. That's unfortunate. Hmm. So now I'm curious if but we saw it recognize the field side works, but not the dump side. We saw that. I need to bit of liquid storage on map 2 and map 2. Alright, so what am I doing? So looking for liquid storage, or at least a sell point for liquids, because I need that now, unfortunately, due to this bug. This is a newly developed bug. Okay, I think this mod here allows me to sell. Let's see. I just gotta find a spot to put it temporarily. I don't want to risk it colliding with other objects, so we'll put it off over here somewhere. Yeah, okay, yeah, it does. Yeah, that's now so let me just put it over here for now. This is temporary. Over here. Sell it. Leave you. So let me go pick up the other one. It's just broke for 9. I can't fix. There's nothing I can fix there. That's why I'm between the game and the mod. I just won't be making any money off slurry up from the EJ, but all the other stuff seems to be working fine. It's just part of the slurry piece. So be it. I don't have the energy for stressing about that. Yeah. Alright, so what story do we have over here? 24,000. No, we just set that accumulator. There's really no reason to do anything else with it right now. Alright, let's see. The other liquid thing that we're going to do, because I totally forgetting about it, is milk. And milk, we got 9,000 liters. It's not like the milk, we're getting crazy milk production anyways. Man, talk about a wild and crazy night tonight, man. We've been at it tonight. The universe has been testing me. Yeah. Let's deliver our milk. Grab our buffalo milk. I think on both of these, what we'll go ahead and do since we're here and I'm aggravated and I just need to get my mind on something else. We'll supplement both of our milk productions. 50 cage. Buffalo milk. And same for regular milk. Yeah, buffalo milk is expensive. Regular milk only sitting back 56 rand. So buffalo milk is the way to go. All right, so we supplemented both of those productions. And we go down to my production change menu, the multi-dairy production. And we show 3% on the milk and 3% on the buffalo milk. And that should supply all the milk based and the buffalo milk based productions that we have that don't have any other derivatives that are required. And this time we just do bottled milk and cheese, right? Yeah. Buffalo mozzarella. All right, and on the wheat side, where we got multigrain, is that, yeah, they're out as well. I did miss that one too. But we got whole wheat flour. Okay, we're just missing wheat here, right? And we'll soon have a wheat harvest, but not yet. But we're coming up on one soon. And that should be a pretty decent size one. So, mini biogas plant thing. And a little bit bugged right now. And it's weird that that's the only one that's not not cooperating. It's out there to drop manure, but manure has a different field point. Oh, one other thing to check though. I just want to completely rule out it's something with a trailer. All right, let's digestate. And I should be able to deliver digestate over here too. That's the only option to feel. And digestate should be selling. Yeah. Trigger popping up anywhere. There'll be something like remove the trigger. There's something janky with the location. But no. Oh, I saw something. Well, let's just start filling. I thought I saw something else fast, so that's just saying give me the option to fill, but not to sell. And we drive around just to make sure there's something else weird isn't going on here. We have mysteriously moved the trigger or something. The field option. All right. Wasted way too much time on that. Trying to go in overtime. Dealing with this nonsense. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight, folks. The Mr. Plot thickens, but that's gonna have to be saved for another day. You've been tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming Live on Twitch. I've been playing, or trying to play Farming Simulator 25 on the Riverbend Springs map. I'm Bose 831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, so on and so forth. Episodes of my Twitch live stream series are uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. If that's where you're running across my content or on either one of those platforms, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love, or let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know. That's the only way I can provide you with the content that you would like to see. So keep those likes coming. Don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe. Your patronage is appreciated. You've been tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming Live on Twitch, Farming Simulator 25, Riverbend Springs map, and we are out of here. Have a good night, everyone. Now, try to look at figuring this out off camera as best that I can. But, I'm not going to stress over it too much. It is what it is. I'll keep this. I'm going to go ahead and 86 the sell point as well. Not not dealing with those aggravations. We'll return that lease trailer, and when we jump in on the next episode, I'll keep you apprised of where I'm at and what we're doing. That's all I got for tonight. Thanks for tuning in, folks.